Alright. Excuse me. What is up, everyone? This is Logren, and I am as sick as a dog. I decided to hop on and actually demonstrate some of the work I had been doing on Far Cry 3. Now, I uploaded these levels, wow, shortly after release, actually, and I had actually stopped playing Far Cry for a good while. And the reason I had stopped is because my friends over on the Xbox decided that I have to go play with them. So I kind of ditched the PS3 for a while and had been getting into the Xbox community. And as such, I had been neglecting everything on the PS3. But that is changing of late, I should say. Excuse me. Like I said, I am very sick with a cold, so I do apologize if I sound all funky. Now, if you give me one moment, I will adjust the volume so I can actually be heard. Alright. So the level that was created was called Hurricane, and it was my first map I had ever created on Far Cry. I had not played Far Cry 1 or Far Cry 2, so getting used to the tools and management was really awkward for me. Let's see here. Give a demonstration of the views and everything else. Yeah. Now, Hurricane had actually made it to gold status, and I was actually pretty proud of that because, according to what I know and what they say on here, gold status maps are actually handpicked by Ubisoft employees. So the fact that they had made it to gold, or this had made it to gold, is very big for me actually, because I'm very happy with that. I'm gonna go check it out real quick. I am actually playing on a tiny, tiny little screen on my computer right now, so I'm having trouble. Let's see which one is what. I think it's this one. So that. There we go. And what I had done is just recently, probably about a week ago, not even, I had picked up Far Cry 3 for the 360. And I liked these three maps so much that I had started to recreate them. And after fiddling with some of the tools and everything else, I believe I had actually made the maps better. So here's a quick overview of what it looks like. It's a medium-sized map, perfect for domination. Alright, so you can see there's two bases on either side. One side starts over here. Oh, it's getting flooded, of course. You got the little shacks going on. Perfect for watching over your base. So while they're taking it, as you can see, there's houses here. You could be attacked from over here, be attacked over here. So it's actually pretty hard to take if you have at least one defender. All right, so now we're getting into the middle of the map here. And you got just a little shack here, you know, giving you added cover, some tents and some fencing and other houses and stuff here. And if you go to the outside of it, you actually go around and run along the beach line. Get another house, all that jazz. Alright, so what's in the middle here is actually where Bravo is. Now here's what's kind of unique. You have Charlie over here, Alpha over there. Now, Alpha and Charlie have two different entry points into Bravo. You can either run straight on through, as you can see, or you have stairwell to lead you up here, and then you also have the stairwell on the opposite side as well. So there's two entry points up to Bravo. And you could also go through right here on both of these. You got a little mini courtyard over here, I guess you could call it. Now, I do not recall how many times this map has actually been played. I mean, I know it's over 2,200 times. So the fact that it had actually over 2,000 plays is very pleasing to me. And I want to contact Ubisoft and or Uplay to see if I could actually transfer it over to the Xbox and continue, the popularity of this map. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so as you can see, you got this other base here. You got the cover system over here as well. Capture it. But serum here also opens you up to fire from that building over here. And once again, the building over here. What I had not done prior to stopping this, or ending of the creation of this map, was fixing the entry points. And I should have done that. And now, another unique thing about this map that I found to be quite humorous is if you want to take the time. Oh, double water layer. Didn't notice that. Ah, that's good to know. Alright, but another aspect of this is you could always come over here and with the run and go, you're going to have to get up on that because for some reason these ladders are kind of retarded. But once you've mastered it, it's pretty easy to do. And I've never actually figured out why these ones do this, to be honest with you. Yeah, the game will end before I actually figure that out. But again, I had never fixed that, which is my big mistake. But long story short, you can climb up here, and from up there, you can get an overview of basically the entire map. And yes, you leave yourself open to sniping and everything, but that leaves, if you are not in check for the snipers the entire time, then those snipers are just going to be popping up kills right and left. Let's see if I can actually get up here. It's starting to bother me now. I know I can get up there. I'm just doing it stupid. Yeah. Okay. So now I got up here. Again, I'm playing on a tiny screen, so forgive me if I screw this up. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go. Let's see here. Should we look at the screen a little better? Oh, there it is. Alright, now we're going up here. There we go. Where are we at? There we are. Really? Calm down. Let's see here. It's quite the climb, and I had actually thought about bringing this down into the ground a little bit so it is easier to climb. You don't have to climb as high, but then again, you won't be able to see as much. Alright, well basically we'll just stop right here. This match is about to end anyway. And as you can see quite a bit of the map, and you can actually see over and shoot the snipers in the other towers over here. So say someone's like, easily trying to take that, you could always, just pop up a few rounds. Come on. There we go. And this tiny screen really isn't really the best for first person shooting right now. I was gonna say I should be hitting it. Yeah, so that is Hurricane. Just a simple, small little map with a lot of favoritism in the community, it seems. And I do appreciate those who have played it. And if you're viewing this and you have played it, I do thank you for your votes and support and everything. And I will be creating more maps on the 360 version. And if I had not gotten rid of the PS3 version, I guess I could have continued that as well. So that is that. The next map that will be displayed is either Angel Falls or excuse me, Witching Hour. Now both of those maps had actually more time put into it, but they were massively unfinished. I was actually in the alpha testing of it when I was uploading it and everything to be tested amongst my friends and everything that I had on the PlayStation community. So we'll just end this match here, and I'm going to actually adjust my screen resolution so I can actually see what's going on my screen, because I'm going to need to for this next part.
Take this.
Molotovs. I didn't know I had Molotovs. Burn, baby, burn, burn. Suppose this would have went quicker if I had actually captured all 3 bases. But oh well. Give me time to actually demonstrate some of this stuff.
Take this.
In my opinion, fire in this game, yes, it's fire, and Molotovs will kill you, realistically, and so will flamethrowers, but they are too easy to kill.
Stand up. You're being let go. Thanks.
Usually when I'm playing online, I do show mercy when I am doing the end cams and everything else. So if you give me just one moment, I will be adjusting my screen resolution. Alright, so let's just adjust this a little bit more here. so I can see what I'm actually doing here. Let's try this. Let's just go with just this little bare minimum right there and see if that fixes it even more. Oh yeah, that should be better. Alright, let me back out of this. So let's minimize this. And then let's back out. Sorry about that. Alright, so we have Witching Hour and Angel Falls. Now, I really do wish that I had the time to fix this up, but I am going to be sending this back on Gamefly. So I can, I don't know, grab a couple of games that I've been needing to go through, like Bioshock Infinite and everything, 360 and stuff. If I didn't have to do that, I would be putting more time into this. Alright, we will start with Witching Hour. Alright, so I'm going to move my computer here real quick. Alright, so the concept of Witching Hour is, it is kind of like an Aztec temple, I guess you can think of, that has been dug up. And, you know, I wanted to go for just some kind of horror scene kind of deal, like, you know, nothing special, just kind of supernatural stuff. And I had decided to build it in the side of a mountain. And I did not realize how hard it actually was to build something inside of a mountain. So you got two starting points. You got the house. We all know the house. That's where you capture A at. Actually, let's get that going so we can end this quicker. Sorry about that. Capture it. Alright. So there's two ways you can do this. There's Alpha and the Charlie way. And I believe Alpha's entrance is over here. This is the first time I'm actually hopping on this one since popping the PS3 version back in the system. Yes, it is. Okay. So you got this one entrance over here, which was an excavation entrance. You can still see where the work's being done, and you know they have all the digging being done over there. And here's where they found some ruins. So they're going, you know, you just go in and everything else. You know, basically what you would see in some kind of ruin. And then if you go in here, you can see a large little basic shrine, I guess you could call it, like, you know, one of the Aztec Mayan things. And basically just a little sacrificial pit. Nothing too special, not nearly as good as my first one in my opinion, but the thing is the amount of time it took to actually build this cave system inside the mountainside, it was staggering. Like, it took me a long time to get the floorboards down, to get you know, the mountainside. Except for that was a terrible throw. But anyway, that's the mountainside over there. And to get the stalagmites, stalactites, you know, just the grounding, how just to get everything to flow together, it just took me a good while. And the overall outcome, I love it. I absolutely love the, you know, time I put into this and everything, and it's one of my favorite design schemes that I've had. Except for I'm still playing on a crappy little resolution. There we go. And here is where the entrance would be over to Charlie. So, you got the entrance over here, and then you got, the pillars that are breaking and everything else, like it's leading to something. And then they have this entrance over here. So again, that's going to be like, where most of the fighting will happen. And I actually foresee a lot of fighting going on over here, in the little caves there. So they kind of just like, blew this hole open on the side here, more excavation and all that. And over here was a church. And I should have messed with my bounds and everything else, and like I said, I had a lot of work to do with the terrain and everything else to get it to mold better, so it's not so open for just nothing but sniping tests. So, you go in here, you got, just the creep factor, people hanging and all that jazz. And over here is where Charlie is. I usually design my maps for domination friendly. Like, the key is to design, or my goal is to design strictly for domination, as that is like my favorite match type to do. And I was going to put a sniping tower up in here, but I felt like that would have been a little too easy, so instead I put it here. So you could actually still stay here. You won't be able to do nearly as much. You can still be effective by sniping over here, and people actually probably wouldn't notice you as much. And when people are running in, you can still pick them off. And then you got the bridges and little blood rivers, and waterfalls, and stuff like that. Like I said, just a little over the top, a little supernatural. But it's the amount of time that I put into building inside this mountainside without having any flaws that makes me really enjoy this map so much. And now the weirdest part is that as much time as I put into this, it still pales in comparison as to the amount of time I put into Angel Falls. That one is visually my favorite map. Gameplay wise, I would probably have to say Hurricane is my favorite. Uh, Effort, I guess, and time put in, it would be this one, just because it was a big steep learning curve for me, being I had never done anything like this before. And visually, pleasing and everything else is definitely Angel Falls. Yes, we're kicking their asses. I sure hope so.
Reloading.
Now, I've been playing a lot of that, what is it called? State of Decay. And if you have not played that yet, I would strongly, strongly, strongly recommend that you pick it up. I believe it's on the PC and the 360. So sorry, PlayStation users, if you have it or if you want to play it, you can't, sadly. But it is an amazing game. I have probably logged a good solid 20 hours in, and I just can't stop playing it. It's massively addicting. And those of you who do not know what State of Decay is yet, it is a zombie survival horror to its full definition. It is a survival horror. You have to manage your food, ammo, supplies, fear amongst your camp members, all of that. And if you do die on any of the characters that you're playing, they are gone for the rest of the game. So you need to play very strategically and safely. Alright, and just a mini cemetery over here, too special. I did mound it up, I believe. Not enough though, you can see my guy bobbing up and down a little bit. Yeah, you can see the mountains more over here than you can in the other areas. Yeah, so that would be, which one am I on right now? I always forget the name of this map for some reason. Witching Hour, there we go. The reason it's also entitled Witching Hour is because it is at 3. I believe it's either 3:30 or 3 a.m. is witching hour. I believe it's 3 a.m. And you can see a little minor graphical glitch here that I could have smoothened out, but it didn't really matter too much being that I didn't finish it. Sorry. Sorry about that. What's my punishment one?
Nah, this isn't right. Come on, get up. Really? Sure. Go home. You're free. Hey. Ooh, again. Gets me
Nice.
every time. Ha!
I like how even though I'm first place, what the hell was that? I like how even though I was first place, I'm not the one that gets to shoot the rocket. Kind of baffles me a little bit. The third place person gets to actually shoot it, but whatever. All right, and the last map I will be showing is Angel Falls, of course. And it's sad to me the amount of time I put into this to only have it be in bronze at the moment, just because I had not actually finished it, and no one will sit for a 12 to 14 player map. That has to be the only thing I could think of. So for it to be played for 42 times, I think I saw it or whatever, and still have it be a 12 to 14, that's actually pretty good in my eyes in this game. All right, so there's going to be two starting points again, just like the old ones, two bases. And as you can see here is Angel Falls. The idea for this is you are up on a huge mountainside, and yes, the falls themselves make no sense, but like I said, I never got a chance to finish this map either. So you start on two opposite sides of each other, each with their own benefit. Like I started in the airfield, and apparently I had a bad spawn point. Good to know. So if you go in here, granted I actually go to the right spot because I can't see in there. Okay, just making sure. There it is. I will laugh if I die before. Okay. So again, oh shoot, I can't. It's gonna be red this whole time, isn't it? Well, my apologies for running through that. Now it's gonna look a little bit funky. So okay, you got what we got, Alpha? Yeah, this is Alpha. So you got Alpha, which starts in the airfield, and their little hidden thing over here is a pipeline. They have an easier access over to Bravo. Pipeline has not been smoothed out at all, and for some reason has a graphical glitch right there. But once you swim through all of this, you can see that you are now in between the falls. So you get an easy access to Bravo. If you are quick enough, you'll be the first one to it, hands down. And here's where Bravo is. You can see it's like a little mini rec site here. You got speakers, they got the lights up and everything, and some tables of food, and I don't know, just supplies and all that stuff. Just a nice little party area. And what I find like fun about this map is there's two sides. You can go in over here from Alpha, or over here from Alpha for Charlie. So while you're holding this down, you gotta worry about your sides and everything, yes, but you're gonna be seeing a lot of gunfire coming from or going into the waterfalls. And it's really cool to watch people actually coming through that waterfall just barreling through and everything, just beating down under that water, just a hail of gunfire and everything. I don't know. To me, it is just so cool to see. And that was one of my big inspirations for actually making this map, is right through here like this, and you got your first sighting of the falls on the other side. Now I wish the screen wasn't littered in red, so it could actually be more visually appealing. Alright, so each side also has a beach with, just their little decorations and all that. And the one thing that's really unique about over at Charlie, which I'll get to here in a second, is they may not be able to get there as quickly, but they do have the benefit of a sniping tower. As you can see, we got the rock landscape and the grass, and I made a road marker throughout this whole thing. A little dirt path is like, people come here on vacation and stuff like that, and recently it had been taken over by not bandits, but I guess you could say pirates. I don't really know what you would want to call them. So you got, the rocks and the grass and trees and all that, and I don't know. You got the bridges going over the little waterfalls. You got a radio tower, on top of that, just a little mini shack, just chilling. And then here's where the little campsite is. And this is where you'll find Charlie. Now, I might as well grab Charlie. Now, if you run straight down the path and take an immediate right, then you will find where their hidden thing is. Alright. So what you're going to want to look for is the cross. And as you can see on the mountainside on the right there, you can see that shimmering. There is actually a ladder leading up to a sniping post. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you kind of got to jump at it. Yeah. I never did finish smoothing that out. Alright. So as you can see, you come up here. That's where people used to chill and everything. But right here, you can actually see everything down there and snipe even the people coming out of the water over there. So each side really has its benefit. The one thing that they cannot do, if they're thinking, oh hey, we can be quick and get over to Bravo 2, they're just like, just running, jumping. No. I made that, I at first was going to have it balanced to where both of them could do it, get over to Bravo just as quickly, but it would, take away the whole point of having the sniping tower itself. So, it'd be kind of hard to, you can actually get up to the cross itself over there, and if you can hide behind that cross and pick some pop shots off and everything, then you can get a good few kills in before having to, change position, or people are going to start watching for you. But yeah, thanks for watching this. This is just my demonstration of Angel Falls, Witching Hour, and Hurricane, my top 3 maps that I had actually created for Far Cry 3. Thank you everyone for your support, and I will be streaming again on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/xxlogran. That's LOGRANXX. Thank you very much.